little bit more, but if they take a bit of a gamble on a different setup, that might not pay off.
Right, so there we are on pole position as he was yesterday from qualifying is Max Kier, the 15-year-old Spaniard, and he in Portimao, so this is actually his first race of the season.
Yes, absolutely, that's right, isn't he? He was injured in Portimao and he's just suffered another injury from another.
He lies 11th in the points standing, the 16-year-old South African, but he said, I know where I made the mistakes. I think it's a little bit of a change I can make to the motorcycle. And
let's get a look at the starting grid then, shall we? It is Jerez from pole, from Morelli and Piqueras, your three-time race winner so far this year. Rollstone, Boggio and Moodley make up the second row. Ferrandez, Aditama and Casey O'Gorman make up row 3. Then you've got Alvaro Carpe, missed out on a podium yesterday, didn't get a chance to chat to him. We'll talk more about that in the race. Salmela moved up to 5th place at the checkered flag yesterday from 11th. Pini was 12th. Luciano, Ruda and Buchanan, they were 13th, 14th and 15th in quali, with Danish, Thompson and Rosenthaler making up row 6. Farkas, Ramersdorfer and Izawa, row 7. Row 8 is Stevenson, Mizera and Enriquez. You saw Eddie O'Shea on the grid. He's recovering from a surgery, so he's just here being a tourist for the weekend and placing terrible predictions. But there we go. They're off on their warm-up lap. What awaits in race 2?
Yeah, and as you said, Matt, Alvaro Carpe, he missed the podium, and he was blaming Rollstone for that. But really, if you the lights are out and they're away, good start from everybody on the front row, but it is the 28 of Max Kies who has the advantage.
He absolutely storms away. Rollstone got a dreadful start from 4th place. He is bogged down in the pack. We're not going to see a repeat of what happened yesterday in these early stages then. Can he recover from that? But it's Kies leading from Piqueras.
Yes, Piqueras has slotted into 2nd place. He's already done what he had to do, get behind his arch rival.
A few times in this Rookies Cup race.
And Morelli has made a superb start in 3rd place. He wasn't happy with himself yesterday. He said he made mistakes.
4th position, he's managed to start the race here today. He could be one to watch for a potential podium, but I think that's Carpe moving up into 5th, just ahead of Moodley and at the inside already. Where did he even qualify on the grid? I know he was way down, was Alvaro Carpe, 10th place, so that was quite a performance he made yesterday. He's so strong with his corner speed round the outside. I hope he's remembered where the on the chase as well. The Argentinian rider, the 95, Lightning McQueen, he is coming into the final turn. What can
4th and across the finish line, as you say, these 3 have broken away already from Carpe and the rest of the group.
Up into 5th place, you got the 67 of Casey O'Gorman, another rider that was livid with himself once again yesterday. I said, did Rico Salmela beat?
Could actually do with getting some other guys in the hunt and pushing back Angel Piqueras, because he needs to make up that points gap. It's a huge points advantage that Angel Piqueras already has.
That sort of racecraft would be absolutely masterful at this kind of level, isn't it? You tend to see that
about winning it, and he's doing a good job at the moment. He's riding superbly. There is the 83 of Alvaro Carpe. It's 0.8, nearly 0.9 it was going around this lap. Let's see what it is at the finish line. It's
Enriquez,
the American, the 15-year-old American, is down, but obviously okay, and he'll get it going again.
He'll be frustrated with himself though, won't he, Enriquez? Yeah, shake of the head from him down at turn 13, but all okay, fortunately. That's a shame for him.
Yes, it is, but he'll gain some more experience, and that's what he needs at this point. In things, he needs to put in the track time. You're looking back at the 95 Marco Morelli, still in 3rd place. He's hanging on well to Angel Piqueras and Max Kies, the leaders. Fastest lap of the race to Morelli. Around back to 47 is Eduardo Dodo Boggio. As you said, Matt, he dropped down. He must have made a big mistake, but he's on the back of that pack now.
Rollstone, good recovery then as he's up into 7th place now, but it's a long race to go. I do think there's potential for the guys to claw back in the leading pack, and that would definitely play into Kiles' favour to a certain extent. This goes up the inside of Morelli. Morelli, though, just holds such great corner speed, but Carpe is going to leave him no room to get the drive out the final corner.
And as you picked up, Pine has done a great job to move up to 5th place, and apart from
0.3 of a second on the 4th place, the number 95.
And he's towing Ralston and Moodley with him. Ralston up into 6th place. Let's see what the Australian can do after such a blind of a race yesterday.
The Italians is bringing a whole pack of super fast riders with him. I think this quartet is not going to remain that way for much longer. Then 10 laps to go now, 9 laps to go as they cross the finish line under the UFO.
Yeah, 1.1 seconds. It's still 1.1 seconds. 6-year-old Italian head down, desperately trying to close down this 1 second gap. It is down. It's he's gained a couple of tenths on them. Superb stuff. And he is towing Aruche, Ralston and Moodley behind him.
2 laps alone. He only works with other riders and gets a tow. So he's closing down that gap, although Ralston runs him way out wide there. It's Peeny! No, he's thrown it away again. Deary me, that's a shame to see. He was running so well, but, well, a bit more experience needed.
And you can see the Alpine Stars airbag system has gone off there and saved any upper body injury. Superb stuff from the Alpine Stars airbag system. Right, back with the leaders then. It's still Jerez from Piqueras, the quartet. And how close is that gap behind? It's Ralston it is now. I said it was 1.5 seconds just a lap and a half ago, so the chasing pack are really closing in on them. But of course, as you said, maybe it was the fact that Jerez made a mistake that slowed him down perhaps. We'll see how this evolves over the next couple of sectors.
Ralston still slipstream, and it's Piqueras moving for the lead this time around. Can he make it stick? Yes, he does. Very nicely done. Super neat from our 3-time winner so far.
And Morelli just a bit wide. He closed up on the slipstream there, going off the end of the back straight.
But it's Piqueras, but you've got to add Carpe into the mix with this one now, as Jerez goes up the inside of Carpe again. Takes a look at the inside of Piqueras, but thinks better of it. It's not
the lead. We've got 7 laps, will be 6 laps to go. Plenty of action left in this race.
I'm already absolutely exhausted, so I'll need another coffee after this to perk me up as Piqueras. He doesn't need any perking up. He's already put a bike lane between himself and Jerez in second. Will it last, though? I don't think so. But coming into turn 1, it's him who leads once again from his arch rival, Max Jerez. Rookies Cup stuff. A Gorman. Well, he had a crash timing issue. He's up into P7. What can he do in these latter stages? 5 laps left.
And Salmella and Ralston are really the guys to take the battle here, I think, because they're both so determined. We saw what Ralston did yesterday. We've seen what Rico Salmella has done in the past.
At this early stage, if something were to befall Piqueras like that, we're looking there at the 54 for Redbull and the 11 of Moodley just off the back of this group here.
And Rico Salmella has got with Marco Morelli now. He's got in front of him, in fact, the 27. The fin goes past, but he gets punched on the brakes by the 95 of Marco Morelli. The Morelli then drifts wide and...
basically a 9-group battle. An 18-wheeler.
Indeed, Enrico Salmella looking super determined. Ralston is there just a couple of places behind him as well. And it's side by side between the 18 of Angel Piqueras and the 83 of Alvaro Carpe in second place.
You cannot count out the 67 of Casio Gorman, though. He's not at Jerez, and they're being treated to potentially a Spanish 1-2-3 at home in Rookies Cup.
But is there a Finn going to take advantage of the possibilities? Marco Morelli there.
Oh, Salmella, big lock up under the brakes, huge one. He's lost a lot of time. There he goes behind Ralston then. And Morelli, he's got it all to do through the leading trio just to eke it out. It's within 4 laps to go. The tone of the race really changes. It's all on the line now with the final 3 laps.
Yes, because the 95, Marco Morelli and Ralston, they've really got to close this gap. They're running out of time. So, Jerez, Piqueras, Carpe, the 3 Spaniards.
Oh, Ralston gets nerfed off out of the way by O'Gorman then.
And that is Ruche Moodley and the 54 of Alberto Ferran.
That was huge off the track, surely. Well, let's see what happens with that, because that could be catastrophic for his race-winning chances. Let's move along.
That's right, I've seen at least 3 track limits warnings. He's got to have a problem with that, surely.
Well, we see then, though, Morelli has caught back on the back, and he's got Salmella coming with him. It's within half a second then. It is going to be an absolute grandstand finish, one way or the other here in Rookies Cup Race 2, here in Jerez.
Marco Morelli there, who qualified second fastest, of course, using that pace to tow Rico Salmella back on terms with the leading trio.
One of the most talented riders our rider coaches have seen since Pedro Acosta. Morelli could be someone special to really watch here.
He rides race almost every weekend, and he's coming back back with a lack of experience, but that isn't showing at the moment.
No, he's awesome. His riding style is as awesome as his hairdo. Morelli, one of the most stylish riders out there as they come onto the back straight there. This is the penultimate lap.
Yes, and they fan out across the track. Who's going to be latest on the bakes? It's
Starting out wide, pushed off the track. Rico doesn't need a second invitation. He might be small, but he is mighty.
Morelli nerfed onto the green there. You know,
this is where it's all going to come down to next time around. No dress rehearsals this time on the penultimate lap. Out of the final corner they come then. It's one lap to go here in Rookies Cup.
And Rico, Salmel and Morelli have got a bit of work to do. They've got 3/4 of a second to catch up on these guys if they're going to make it a 5-man battle for the win.
Salmel, it's got to be the lap of his life. What did he do last time around? It was a 1:49.5, but that's equal pace.
Taking him in the background there in that shot. He's chasing after these guys. He's not close enough at the moment to get in the slipstream. But they may muck each other up, of course, and that could be very much to his advantage. Let's see what happens between the leading trio as they come down the side. Comes Angel Piqueras, the points leader. He's looking to make it 4 wins in a row.
Definitely Piqueras all over his back wheel.
Absolutely is. Both of those guys behind Max Jerez, of course, will pick up the slipstream through the super fast right-handers up into 5th gear here.
Piqueras up the inside! It's the duel we've been waiting for! Piqueras and Keeles, can he get him onto the run to the line though?
Absolutely superb stuff from Angel Piqueras. Can Keeles pass? He's passed it! He's got it! Maximo does it!
Wow! That's rivalry! Look at each other dead in the eyes as they cross the line! How about that?
And you can't, you take nothing away from Angel Piqueras because he did a superb last corner. He held it, he had the advantage coming out. I thought he was...
And that was pretty cool. Crossing the line, a big stare between the two of them. Max saying, I've got you this time.
And Angel Piqueras did get a track limits warning right at the end there. Let's hope he didn't exceed. Let's hope nobody exceeded the track limits on that final lap. We hate the result to be decided though.
If you want, as Piqueras then, he won't be quite as happy as he was yesterday.
Yeah, still hasn't done his points lead too much damage, has it?
No. But that was just fantastic. I'm glad for the Chesate that he's been beaten. I'm glad for Alvaro Carpe that you remembered where the finish line was.
Well, that's right.
And he got that sorted.
Yeah, he did.
I'm glad that Max Keeles has got that first win. And then Salmela and Morelli, top 5 for them both. And listen to that. Listen to that. The fans going wild for a long lap penalty, but he didn't get in sufficient time to complete it. So therefore, he's been given a 3-second penalty then. Let's look at the results. Are they correct today? I think they are, yes. So we've got Max Keeles taking the win from Angel Piqueras and Alvaro Carpe. Marco Morelli 4th from Rico Salmela in 5th, demoted after exceeding track limits. Jacob Rolstone is 6th. That's still a great result from him with a Gorman in 7th, Ruche Moody 8th, and Alberto Ferrandez in 9th place. Then you've got Lorenzo Luciano in 10th from Hakim Danish in 11th, Marcos Ruda. Dodo Boggio recovered to 13th. Couple of points for Cormac Buchanan in 14th. Then Carter Thompson takes the final point in 15th. Shinya Izawa, the first outside of the points, next to Jakob Rosenthaler. Then you've got Arvi Adetama with that 3-second penalty. Kevin Farkas, Leo Ramersdorfer, and Alex Enriquez finished in the end, just 1 minute 18 adrift after crashing at the end of the first lap. Mizera, Stevenson, Pini, and Sherrill. Well, Sherrill didn't actually compete due to an injury suffered from qualifying, but he's watching from the sidelines here today.
Yeah, and I think, it's a great result from the guys at the front, obviously, but like Rico, Ralston, O'Gorman, Moodley, Ferrandez, they've all shown that they can go faster. They're just a fraction off, aren't they, battling for the podium right onto the last lap?
Exactly that, and they have got, well, it's 95 points that Piqueras has out in the lead. 36 points back is Alvaro Carpe, 46 to Rico Salmela, 49 to Max Keeles. He needs to keep racking up those wins. Will it be an awesome comeback, Pecco Bagnaia style, in MotoGP last year, potentially for Keeles? But the Gorman in 5th place, he stays put. Ralston just behind him from Danish, Ruda, and Morelli. Then you've got Ferrandez, Moodley, Luciano, Sherrill, Pini, Adetama. Cormac Buchanan moves up a couple of spots into 16th place. Rosenthaler down 1 into 17th. Behind him, Misera, Boggio, Farkas, Thompson, the last of the riders with points. Izawa, Stevenson, Ramos.